Hey guys, it's Nick, and news has dropped, and that's involving Corey Perry, as he has been placed on unconditional waivers for purposes of termination of his contract. The Blackhawks are going to be terminating Corey Perry for a contract from this team. Um, as of last week, we knew he was healthy scratched against the Columbus Blue Jackets and hasn't been with the team since. Over the time, we've heard from Kyle Davidson where he said Perry will not be with the Blackhawks for the foreseeable future. And then, as the Blackhawks said that, Davidson made sure to say Perry is not with this team for the foreseeable future. He mentioned that it was a team decision. Then later on that same day, Corey Perry's agent came out with a statement saying Perry asked to step away from the Blackhawks for personal matters. And then today, the news dropped as the Blackhawks released a statement on Corey Perry. After internal investigation, the Chicago Blackhawks have determined that Corey Perry has engaged in conduct that is unacceptable and in violation to both the terms of the standard players contract and the Blackhawks internal policy intended to promote professionalism and safe workplace environment. As such, Corey Perry has been placed on unconditional waivers. In the event Mr. Perry clears waivers, we intend to terminate his contract effective immediately. Okay, that's a lot of harsh. That's hard. A lot of statement to say. The Hawks do intend to terminate Perry's contract tomorrow as soon as he clears waivers. I don't think a team's going to pick him up. Then, shortly later, about 2 hours later, after that post was made from the media, the Blackhawks had their presser, and it was Kyle Davidson meeting the press at the podium in the United Center. And a very emotional and understandably so, Kyle Davidson made it to the podium. As he said, it was a internal workplace matter that Corey Perry did something that, and the Hawks were management were become aware of the incident when they were in Columbus and made sure to make it clear it did not involve a player's family member or a player at all. Because what was happening yesterday on Twitter, which was frankly disgusting, and Davidson made sure to say it. It was that any thoughts of that is disgusting, and it is. So Perry, his contract's going to be terminated. This is a good, transparent way of the Hawks doing it. They get the information, gathered a internal investigation, and they found merit to terminate Perry's contract. It is a really tough time right now because we are seeing the misc of wow, something occurred and the retribution has happened, and which is good to see. The transparency is there. I get why the Hawks were not saying much in the last week about Perry, and it's understandably so. They did mention they did not want to go further into what occurred, which I understand as well, to make sure everything is well and its own merit to keep everything internally investigated to figure out what needed to be in place. It makes sense. This is a big thing. The Hawks terminating Perry, who was brought into the team this off season to kind of be a leader for the young players. Well, Perry did something wrong and he's out. And it's just it makes sense. So down in the comments down below, I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on all this matter, and if there's any more to the Corey Perry situation to come, I will talk about it if there's anything that comes out later during like the game against the Kraken, which is not that long from now. So I will keep posted and see what's if anything else comes from this. It as of right now, I don't know if we will see much. This is where I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, this is this really shocking, but it's good thing on the Hawks to doing this investigation.